Good afternoon. Welcome to Alan's Day. It is the first week in August, and it's pretty nice out. Just finishing up. We're all done getting hay in the barn for the year. That's a big win. Still doing stuff in the garage that has to be done. Usually that's my winter type stuff, but we needed to get some stuff done. Now, last couple of videos I showed you that I was putting together a crawl space buggy for our holiday home build down in Tennessee. Here's what I got. Just ready to assemble it. And I'll go through a few things on here just in case somebody wants to build one for themselves. Show you. So, as you saw, this was one of those scooter chairs. There's what's left of it. There's a seat and a frame. Not too much. I was able to use pretty much all of the scooter here. So, frame modifications. The only thing I had to do is I added a bracket onto here, and here's the new swivel point right here. Here is the back actuator for the seat. You saw that I had that roughed in there on the last video. And the only other modification I had to do is take the electrical switch right here that was underneath, cut that off, put a bracket, weld it down on the side. Trailer hitch. You got to have a trailer hitch on everything. You never know what you need it for. So anyways, we've got the trailer hitch. Here's the components. They're all ready to be assembled. The drawer in here for storage for tools. Electrical panel. You got to have a cup holder, or it's not a true vehicle. And I got a footrest, and the parts that I'm after are these two light pieces of metal. And what these are going to be for is frame reinforcement. I don't know if I need it, but I'm putting them on there. That way I don't have to worry about the frame flex. So let me get these brackets right here screwed to the side of the frame, and then we'll move on to getting the rest of that mounted up. Yeah, a little extra something on there. We're not adding that much weight, but it's going to make me feel good. Now, one other little tip of the day is we got these battery terminals here. This is 24 volt on the system, and you don't want to set a wrench on there, drop a screwdriver in there, you're going to have a bad day. So, Gorilla Tape. Just going to literally take a piece of Gorilla Tape, put it on the outside here, bring it across, and hopefully we're a little bit safer. Now, if I ever got to get at it, I can take that out. So that's set up. I can finish getting those bars on. The other thing that I had to do is get 12 volts out of this 24 volt battery, and that was done with a breaker and then a 24 to 12 volt converter. Here's that electrical panel that I moved over here. This is the charger and the shutoff. We'll go through the electrical here in a little bit, so let me get my frame parts put on. Frame reinforcement is on. Now, let's get this set on here. This just goes on with 6 1/4 inch bolts, and we're gonna have a buggy. Let me get this bolted down and I'll bring you back when we're ready to put the next parts on here. We are making progress. Got the frame bolted down. Next step is we'll get some actuators hooked up. So this is a 2-inch 12-volt actuator, or 2-inch stroke on there. And that worked out the best. I had to experiment a little bit to get the right distance on there. So I got that in there. I'll get a bolt or a nylock on the bottom. This is for the seat or the back. And this is a 10-inch actuator. I could have got by with an 8-inch on there next time. I don't know if there'll be a next time. So, this is pretty straightforward. Just got my bracket on there. That goes in there. And line up the hole. Got it in. Got a couple of cotter pins in there. Next step is I built myself a little toolbox here. And that is for right here. Well, toolbox is in. There we go. You got different options when you get these. This is a 100%, so I can get the entire toolbox slid out from underneath there. Load up with everything I need under the crawl space there. There we go. That's all set up. I've got the electrical box mounted here. We'll go through this creation once we get that far. Let me get more things buttoned up here. Here's what I got so far. I got all the wire a little bit tidied up. Actuators is all in. Next thing, we need to get our bullet point cell phone holder, and that goes right on this ball right here. There we go. We got our cell phone holder on here. Let me get that tightened up with 2 hands. Next step, seat cushions. Now that I got this all tidied up here, and you saw on a previous episode making up these seat cushions. This is the back. And this is the bottom one. Well, let me get these bolted into place and continue on. There's a few more things, believe it or not. Almost done. Let me show you a couple more pieces I put on there. Footrest. You got to have a footrest. So that slides all the way in, right to there. Probably going to set it right there. Got some set bolts right here to hold it in place. So next step, lights. I've got some lights on there, and that's going to be a work in progress. I've got these clamp brackets right here and these arms. Not sure how flimsy they are. I might end up putting them on the side or the bottom or somewhere, so that's a work in progress. Well, let's get around to this side over here to the controls. Now, the wiring on here. I kept all of the factory wiring on there. I only had to cut 2 wires, and that was for the ignition switch. and I hook that up to here. So let me show you what I got. I got the on button, and that starts up to 12 volt and 24 volt. That's where I hooked that switch in there. We've got a light switch right here. Flip that up, and we got lights. So light switch. I've got a USB port right here with a gauge on there for my 12 volt side. USB, USB-C. That's there. You saw I put the phone holder in here. Now on this side over here, this is the down and the up for that back, the back. So next thing on here is, this is the factory gauge in here, my fuel gauge here. Put that back in. These are the controls here. So this is forward, and I just tip that down and reverse. There we go. Oop, locked in here. Must not be posi traction. So there we go. So that's my reverse and forward, and this is my go fast button. So I can go here and I can turn this dial up, and I can really get some speed out of there. I don't know why I need it that fast, but I put it back in. We'll put it back down on the turtle here. Next feature on here is the joystick. The joystick is what operates the wheels. So I do my left and pull it back the other way. And we got steering on there. I think I got everything that I need on there. You know what? Let's set this thing down on the ground and take it for its first rip. We got her on the ground. Now, let's see what we got here. Get in the seat. Got my footrest on there. I think I like that. Controls here. All I got to do is go for it. Well, I think I like it so far. Does a pretty good job. Oh, we got lights on here because it is getting dark out. We just about had a crash there. Well, I'm just getting used to the controls on here. so I can know how fast to go, how fast I turn. We got her all figured out though, so let me get her back in the garage, and I think we're gonna call this done here. We're gonna call this a success. So thanks for sticking around on the Crawl Space Buggy build. Next time you see this, we're going to be down in the crawl space down in Tennessee. Next week, it's heading down there. Talk to you guys later.
I can't help it. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh, you're lowering it. Run together. Oh, you have a backup alarm. Don't run my cats over.
Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.